Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is Bakhtiyar Hussain, and today's topic is about the eukaryotic cell. Now, in this session, we're going to talk about different brief points regarding the eukaryotic cell. Now, this particular eukaryotic cell, हमें इसको पहले समझना है by comparison. Now, when I speak about comparison, मुझे यहाँ पे कोई दूसरी सेल चाहिए जिसके साथ मैं इसको कंपेयर कर सकूँ. I got prokaryotic cell. दो किस्म की सेल्स देखी जाती हैं, and first one is the prokaryotic cell. Next one is the eukaryotic cell. Now to study the eukaryotic cell on the basis of comparison, मैं पहले बात एक उठाता हूँ. Prokaryotic cell एक simple cell है, and eukaryotic cell उसके comparison में advanced cell है. Now further, the eukaryotic cell, it's got various organelles. इसमें बहुत सारी organelles देखी जाती हैं. It's abundant in having cell organelles. It's highly advanced. इसे comparison में जो prokaryotic cell होती है, ठीक है, उसमें उतनी organelles नहीं होती, वो उतनी specialized नहीं होती. This particular eukaryotic cell जो मैंने यहाँ पे बनाई है, it's actually the plant cell. So we need to understand first of all eukaryotic cell किन organisms में देखी जाती है apart from the plants. Eukaryotic cell जो होती है, it's found among the 4 kingdoms. So there is one particular topic that's called as the 5K classification. It's taught in the diversity unit. So 5K classification was given by R.H. Whitaker, and in this classification he actually classified all the organisms in 5 kingdoms. Kingdom Monera, the first one. Kingdom Protista, the next one. Kingdom Plantae, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Animalia. So इसमें से Monera के बगैर जो भी kingdoms आ रहे हैं उस सब में होती है eukaryotic cell, and we call them as eukaryotes. There is one exception, that is the bacteria, which comes under the Monera, and it's not having the eukaryotic cell, it's having the prokaryotic cell. So what have you understood till now regarding this eukaryotic cell? Eukaryotic cell is highly specialized, it's highly complex, it's well organized. We see compartmentalization inside the eukaryotic cell. यूकैरियोटिक सेल के अंदर कंपार्टमेंटलाइजेशन होती है, यानी जो इसके अंदर स्पेसेस है उसके अंदर भी स्पेसेस है. सो वी हैव गॉट सेल ऑर्गेनल्स इनसाइड इट, and inside these cell organelles there are further spaces. So it's like compartments within compartments. It's like rooms within the rooms. That's what it is all about, the eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell जो होती है वो एक जैसी नहीं होती. Now here I am in a diagram of plant cell. You can't expect the animal cell to be like this. Animal cell and plant cell, both of them are eukaryotic cell. But animal cell, they lack the cell wall, and plant cell, they have the cell wall. So there is a difference there. Now to further explain this eukaryotic cell, we need to understand its parts. ठीक है? So I'm going to take it brief, and ऊपर से हम एक overview लेंगे different important parts का of a eukaryotic cell. There will be no in-depth explanation of one part, since it will take a lot of time for that. So first of all, I'll talk about the cell wall. Now what about the cell wall? Cell wall is found in plant cell. Cell wall का काम होता है एक तो सेल की शेप को मेंटेन करना, इसको सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करना, एंड प्रोटेक्टिंग इट फ्रॉम एनी इनकमिंग पैथोजन. सो कोई पैथोजन आ जाए, कोई डिजीज कॉजिंग एजेंट आ जाए, उस सब से प्रिवेंट करने के लिए होता है सेल वॉल, एंड इट्स फाउंड इन द प्लांट सेल्स, नॉट इन द एनिमल सेल. Now this particular cell wall, it's found in plant cell. इसका composition जो होता है, अगर हम उसकी बात करेंगे, it has been said that जो alga होते हैं, alga, a specific group of the plants, most simple type of plants. Alga में क्या होता है? Alga में जो cell wall होता है, it's basically comprising of galactans, mannans, and calcium carbonate. ठीक है? So we find these kind of substances in the cell wall of the alga, and in the rest of the plants you will find it easily. There is the cellulose, there is the hemicellulose, there is the pectin, there is the protein even. Cellulose is abundant in the case of cell wall. जो cell wall होता है plants का, फिर वो alga हो, फिर वो बाकी plants, so cellulose is abundant. ठीक है? Cellulose is found, it constitutes the main structural part of the cell wall. ठीक है? उसके बाद we talk about the cell membrane. Why we talk about the cell membrane? Because here a question is there that अगर animals में cell wall outermost covering नहीं है तो फिर उसमें outermost covering क्या आती है? जो animal cells हैं उनमें outermost covering आ जाती है cell membrane. And this particular cell membrane, it's it's having a very high utility. Now this cell membrane, it's having proteins inside it, embedded in it. ठीक है ना? So it's got proteins, and these proteins actually help in the transportation. So जो substances होते हैं, solutes होते हैं, important substances होते हैं, they get transported throughout this cell membrane. कभी कभार from the outside of the cell to the inside, and कभी कभार from the inside of the cell to the outside. तो इस transport में cell membrane का role बहुत ही vital होता है, बहुत ही अहम होता है. उसके बाद we talk about the next part. Next part is basically, I will jump to one particular term. It's very famous, this term. It's called as endomembrane system. So this is the actual spelling, endomembrane system. Now what do we understand with this endomembrane system? Basically, endomembrane system is not something very new. It's not entirely unique. It is actually a group of organelles found inside the eukaryotic cell whose activity is coordinated. मतलब एक बंदे का काम दूसरे बंदे के काम से मिल रहा है, तीसरे बंदे का काम चौथे बंदे के काम से मिल रहा है. So there is coordination. So we are talking here about the endomembrane system, and we are talking about its members. इसमें पहले ही आ जाता है what we call as Golgi body or Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus. It's got various names. So Golgi body, it's the first one. बहुत सारे एंट्रेंस में क्वेश्चन आया था कि जो ये गोल्जी बॉडी होता है ये कौन सी साइट है, मतलब ये क्या मैन्युफैक्चर करता है. हालांकि मैन्युफैक्चर करने पे तो ये बहुत कुछ मैन्युफैक्चर करता है, बट देयर इज अ वन पर्टिकुलर सेल ऑर्गेनल दैट एक्चुअली इज फॉर्म्ड इनसाइड द गोल्जी बॉडी. इट्स कॉल्ड एज लाइसोसोम. सो लाइसोसोम जो है इट्स ऑल्सो अ पार्ट ऑफ एंडोमेम्ब्रेन सिस्टम. Golgi body is the site of we call as the synthesis of the lysosomes. It is the site of the synthesis of the glycolipids and glycoproteins. Now what do we understand with glycolipids and glycoproteins? Glycolipids होते हैं ऐसे biomolecules, ऐसे substances which are having the carbohydrate joined with the protein. So glycoprotein, it's got two words actually. One is the glyco, one is the protein. So glyco, it refers to the carbohydrate group, and protein, it refers to the protein obviously. So you got protein and carbohydrate in a combined way. So that's what we call as the glycoprotein, and glycoprotein जो है वो बन जाता है in the Golgi body. Apart from the formation of the glycoprotein, there is another one, that is the glycolipid. So once again we use the same logic here. लिपिड जो होता है उसके साथ ज्वाइंट है, इट इज़ द कार्बोहाइड्रेट, एंड कार्बोहाइड्रेट एंड लिपिड आपस में ज्वाइंट है, इट्स कॉल्ड एज द ग्लाइकोलिपिड. बोथ ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन एंड ग्लाइकोलिपिड आर फॉर्म्ड inside the Golgi body, and apart from these two there is another one, that's the lysosome. It's also produced by the Golgi body. Now what is this lysosome? Now when you talk about the lysosome, it's a suicide bag. It's called as a suicide bag of the cell. लाइसोसोम में खासियत होती है जो इसका इनर कंटेंट है उसमें पाया जाता है डिफरेंट किस्म के एंजाइम्स. नाउ दीज एंजाइम्स आर स्पेसिफिक टू व्हाट दे एक्ट अपॉन. तो किस पे ये एक्ट करेंगे ये उसके रिगार्डिंग स्पेसिफिक होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल द एंजाइम्स फाउंड इन द लाइसोसोम्स आर प्रोटीएसेस. नाउ दे विल एक्ट ऑब्वियसली ऑन द प्रोटीन्स. देयर इज द व्हाट वी कॉल एज द लाइपेसेस. दे विल ऑब्वियसly act on the lipids, oils, fats. So they are specific. But these enzymes, they actually require an acidic medium. They require an acidic environment so as to act. जो एंजाइम्स पाए जाते हैं लाइसोसोम्स के अंदर उनको एक एसिडिक माहौल की ज़रूरत है, उनको एक एसिडिक पीएच की ज़रूरत है, एंड उसी एसिडिक माहौल पे वो अच्छे से एफिशिएंटली काम करेंगे. ठीक है, दिस वाज अबाउट द लाइसोसोम. नाउ गोल्जी बॉडी, लाइसोसोम, इट इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ endomembrane system. There is another one. There are another members. And there is the one which is called as endoplasmic reticulum. Now what do we understand with the endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum, as the name suggests, endo means inside, plasmic refers to cytoplasm, and then comes another thing, that's the reticulum. Reticulum refers to the network. So there is something like network. So you can see it here. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. Now endoplasmic reticulum, as this diagram can clearly make it well visible here. So this endoplasmic reticulum, it may be connected with the nuclear membrane. Okay? It may be connected with the nuclear membrane at places. So this endoplasmic reticulum, it's got two types basically. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, another one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is rough in appearance. Why? Due to the presence of the ribosomes. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it is basically smooth. Why? Because of lackness of the ribosomes. Ribosomes are not found over its surface. ठीक है? Now, moving further we move on to the, actually one thing is there, जो एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम होते हैं उनके साथ कुछ एसोसिएटेड टर्म्स है. ठीक है? Now, endoplasmic reticulum is said to divide the space inside the cell into two parts. One is called as extraluminal, another one is called as luminal. So now, to understand this thing completely and perfectly, imagine there is a cup. Now you place this cup in a room. By placing the cup in a room, we can say we have divided the space inside the room into two parts. One is inside the cup, another one is outside the cup. In a similar fashion, in a similar logic, there is basically the endoplasmic reticulum. It actually divides the space inside the cell into two parts. One is inside the endoplasmic reticulum, which is called as luminal, and another one is outside the endoplasmic reticulum, which is called as extraluminal. Now further, endoplasmic reticulum, there is another one Golgi body, then there is another one lysosomes. These three are a part of endomembrane system. There is another member. The another member is the vacuole. So the vacuole, what is the vacuole? Basically, just like we have a dustbin in a room, ठीक है ना? In a similar manner, you got a dustbin inside the cell, inside the eukaryotic cell, and that is actually what we call as the vacuole. Vacuole actually stores waste products. It may even store the water and the other solutes. And this particular vacuole, it's got one membrane covering. It's got single membrane covering, and the single membrane covering of this vacuole is tonoplast. This vacuole, it's having a single membrane covering called as the tonoplast, and this vacuole is of various types. It's got various types. Types like, for example, there is the contractile vacuole found in the amoeba. There is basically what we call as food vacuole, and there are many others. Now, secondly, we move on to the other thing. Now, we have covered certain organelles. पहले गोल्जी बॉडी की बात की, उसके बाद एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम की बात की, उसके बाद लाइसोसोम्स की बात की, वक्यूल की भी बात की. So all of this comprise the endomembrane system. Now we move on to the other thing. So nextly I will talk about this particular thing here. That is this plasmodesmata. What about this plasmodesmata? Although I won't call this thing a cell organelle, but it's a part of eukaryotic cell. Plasmodesmata actually, they help in establishing the connection between the cells. One cell wants to connect with the other cell. The cytoplasm of one cell wants to connect with the cytoplasm of the neighboring cell. That's what plasmodesmata does. It connects the thing. It connects the cells together. Okay? It forms a link. Now we move on to other thing, that is the ribosome. What about the ribosomes? Ribosomes are simply called as protein factories because they are involved in the formation of proteins, a process called as translation. And ribosomes are special. There's one special point regarding them. Ribosomes are not only found in the eukaryotic cell, they're also found in the prokaryotic cell. Ribosomes जो basically होते हैं, they are actually comprising of two units. One small subunit, one large subunit, and the detailed lecture on the ribosomes will be provided soon. Okay? Now these ribosomes, they are found in the eukaryotic cell, they are found in the prokaryotic cell, and the ribosomes, they are the protein factories, they perform the translation. We then move on to the what we call as mitochondria. That's the mitochondria. Okay? So what about the mitochondria? Mitochondria basically are the sites of aerobic respiration. They are meant for the energy production. Mitochondria जो basically होता है, they are actually showing one particular feature, that is the maternal inheritance. So whatever mitochondria we have got inside us, it's actually received from the mother. So maternal inheritance से मतलब है कि जो mitochondria हम receive करते हैं, वो हम अपनी माँ से receive करते हैं, from the female parent. Now this mitochondria, it is the site of aerobic respiration. They are simply called as the powerhouse of the cell because जो हमारे बॉडी में एनर्जी डिमांड है, जो उसके लिए एनर्जी ज़रूरत है, एटीपी ज़रूरत है, वो एटीपी कहाँ बनता है? वो बनता है माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर. ठीक है ना? So next we talk about another point about the mitochondria. That is, mitochondria are semi-autonomous organelle. Now mitochondria, and there is another one, that's the chloroplast. They are called as semi-autonomous organelles. What do we understand about this thing? They have got something of independence. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जो होता है उसके पास अपना डीएनए होता है, अपना आरएनए होता है, अपना प्रोटीन होता है, अपना राइबोसोम होता है. So mitochondria has got something of its own. So it's acting as an independent unit to some extent. So mitochondria has got the DNA, it has got the RNA, it has got the ribosomes. Further we move on to the plastids. Now there is one particular thing described here or written here, that is the chloroplast. It is a type of plastid. Now plastid basically क्या होता है? They are one of the largest cell organelles.